Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn particle physics. Today, Muons. And after we've done it, we're going to do Neckstretching. And if you participate in my Neckstretching, then it's better at your risk. What exactly are you studying at the Muon G-2 experiment? The question is to Alex. The muon has this quantum property called spin, which you can think of as like its own internal bar magnet. If you put it in a magnetic field, it will precess, like the way a compass needle turns if you are at the North Pole. At the same time, ordinary empty space can, according to the rules of quantum mechanics, have what we call virtual particle pop up quickly out of nothing and then disappear. It's because empty space has a tiny amount of energy, and this can be briefly converted into these virtual particles. Empty space has a tiny amount of energy, and this can be briefly converted into these virtual particles. It turns out that the rate at which the muon's spin precesses is determined by these virtual particles. We can calculate to incredible precision what that number should be. Now, don't really understand the word precision or precess. Okay, what exactly are you studying at the Muon G-2 experiment? He says, Alex, the muon has this quantum property called spin. Okay, we're having a property, so there can be a list, and one of the things after color, weight, and my favorite movie is when listed their spin. And that is its own internal bar magnet. Now here I don't understand it anymore. If you put that in a magnetic field, it will precess, like the way a compass needle turns if you are at the North Pole. I wasn't at the North Pole and had a compass. And look where the needle points to if you are at the North Pole. Is it turning around? Is that it? At the same time, ordinary empty space can, according to the rules of quantum mechanics, have what we call virtual particles pop up quickly out of nothing and then disappear. Quantum mechanics says that if there's empty space out of nothing and disappearing into nothing, virtual particles can pop up. And this can be briefly converted into these. It's because empty space has a tiny amount of energy, and this can be briefly converted into these virtual particles. Empty space has energy. Why does empty space have energy? Is empty space empty? It has energy. It turns out that the rate at which the muon spin precesses is determined by these virtual particles. These virtual particles have an influence on how fast that muon is spinning. We can calculate to incredible precision what the number should be of how fast that muon is spinning. When did we first twig that there might be something funny going on with muons? Oh, now there's an elephant. Yes. Now, since when do we know that muons are funny? We have had hints since the early 90s. The first Muon G-2 experiment at the Brookhaven National Laboratory finished in 2003 and showed that there was a disagreement between the predicted and observed numbers. In physics, we look for a result with what we call a 5 sigma significance, or a 1 in 3.5 million chance that the result could have been obtained by chance. At this stage, we are only at 4 sigma. Okay, with the muons there's something special about it. We know that they are appearing with 25% less predictability, less amountness as measured. That is where your new experiment comes in. Yes, you're measuring to a much higher precision, trying to figure out whether this can be heralded as the discovery of new physics or not. I am based in Manchester now. That is in England. Yes, it's in England. I am based in Manchester now, but worked at the experiment in the US for a few years. You do have a moment of awe and wonder when you see the thing. And what? There's this blue ring in the middle, which is where the muons are stored. with 20 that's 20 meters across, and you can go and stand in the middle. What always impressed me the most when I stood there was how you have 20 or 30 different electrical and experimental systems that all have to work together to the nanosecond with exactly the right power sensitivity. Okay, he tells me that he's impressed by the big apparatus, 20 meters big, and it all works very, very precise on the nanosecond exactly. You realized an important result in April 2022. That's for the next translation. We actually knew about it a month earlier, as on March 21, did they find something out. In particle physics experiments, it's really important to eliminate any element of conscious or unconscious bias. So we apply a thing called blinding, which means all the numbers we worked with are offset by some factor that is known only by a handful of people. We do the analysis, but we can't see whether the numbers are pointed in any direction as we do it. That's interesting. Okay, I can't give really an example, but they have all these numbers, and they all move them by some numbers into one direction, or the other direction, and they don't know which direction they were turned, so they can't have an influence on, we want that the result is a 1, because they don't know if it is a 1, if I get a 3 maybe out, because it was previously all changed, but now, if I get a 3 out, that means they have a 1, but they have no idea. If now the 2 means it is true, or if a 3 means it is true. At the end of March 21, we had an unblinding ceremony where the people that had hidden the offsets bring them back, and we got the results out. I have to admit, I was really nervous. The new physics is the more exciting thing, and I was hoping for that. And when we found that the anomaly was still there, and we had increased the probability of it being real, there is now only a 1 in 40,000 chance of this being a fluke. I haven't really understood of what. But the Muons don't happen that often. Whatever. They are onto the traces of something. They are on the way to find something out. We will continue in the next part of particle physics. The trying to trace what they are tracing there. But now we're going to do the Neckstretching. If you stay and participate in the Neckstretching, then it's very good. What is the sense? And we're doing the Hydro Tower. Breathe in and lift your arms up and reach with the fingertips as far as you can. Breathe in, reach high and reach with the fingertips and slowly down and reach still the fingertips as far as you can. Another time. Reach with the fingertips as far as you can. High up and again down. Reach as far as you can. And now circle in front of the arms and reach again with the fingertips as far as you can. Up and reach as far as you can. And reach with the fingertips and another down. Reach as far as you can. High up and not just to the side but also back. Reach as far as you can. Up. Push up. Feet are standing together. Arms up to a T. And pretend to fly with it around. Another police officer. Lift the arms up. Breathe in. And breathe out and open to one side. Breathe in and the arms up. And out the arms to the other side. And in the arms up. And out and down. Now the feet shoulders wide apart, good and stable. Breathe in, tone up, shoulders back. And breathe out, bring the head over to one side. Breathe again in. And out and bring the chin down to the clavicle. Breathe again in, lift the gaze. And out, turn the head over to the other side. Breathe again in. And out, chin down to the clavicle. Again in, lift the gaze. Turn the head over to the other side. And the chin down to the clavicle. Breathe again in. Now breathe halfway out and then come in circulatory movement over to the other side. Breathe again in. And breathe halfway out and then come into that circular movement over to the other side. Now have feet standing together. We're doing the cradle in the morning. Breathe and lift the arms up. And breathe out, come with the arms down, draw the shoulder blades together, arm with chest to the sky. Again, in the arms up. And again, out, the arms down, draw the shoulder blades together, and arm with chest to the sky. Again, in the arms up. Now bring the hands to touch and lean back for sheet in the legs. Again into the middle. And out and lean again back. Again into the middle. And out, leaning over to one side. Okay, in. And out over to the other side, with in the wind. Again into the middle. Arm across the arms, intertwine the fingers and reach high with screw. And breathe out, reach in front, hold off the back for drag. Again in the arms up. And out and back, draw again the shoulder blades together up, which is the sky. Again in and up. Arm across the arms, intertwine the fingers, reach high with screw. And breathe out, reach in front, hold off the back. Again in. Out and back, draw the shoulder blades together. Again in and up. Out and down. Now again, go to a stable stand. The hands together and also the elbows together. And now lift the arms up, tall up with the leg. Lift them up with moderate force as high as you can. And relax it. And another time. The elbows are staying together and use moderate effort to bring the arms higher. And now the cashew. The feet are standing together, intertwine the fingers behind the back. Breathe in, tall up, shoulders back. And breathe out, bring the head over to one side. And the chin down to the clavicle. Breathe again in. And out and pull the hands down to the floor. Again, the head up, over to the other side. Chin down to the clavicle. Breathe again in. And out, pull the hands down to the ground. Again in, lift the gaze back into the middle. And another exercise. Now stretch your feet, legs shoulder width apart. Intertwine the fingers behind the back. Bring them over to one side. Breathe in, tall up, straight back, shoulders back. And breathe out, bring your head out to one side, out to the side, to where the hands are, and bring the chin down to the clavicle. Breathe again in. And out and pull the arm and have the shoulder down. Again, in, lift the gaze. Turn the head over to the other side. Hands over to the other side. Breathe again in. And out. Chin down to the clavicle. Pull the arm and the shoulder down. Again in, head up. Back into the left. And the sky hugger. The feet are standing together. You lift the arms up. And before lean back. Long arms. Over chest. Again in. And out, leaning and back. Again in. Out and the arms down. If you're doing the eagle swings, breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathe out, bring the arms again down. Again in, the arms up. And out, the arms down. And now breathe in, lift the arms up. The cactus collecting, it stings. Bring the hands to touch and lower the hands slowly down to heart center. That was the neck stretching. Thank you very much. And next time.